From Mexico City, Mexico, Combate America's on the road. La Jaula is calling. Combate 10 is next.
From the Aztec capital, Mexico City, Mexico. Esto es Combate America. Tonight's bout being sanctioned by the Latin American Council of Mixed Martial Arts Commissioner is Montserrat Alvarez Cienfuegos Tendilla. This bout set for a distance of 3 rounds in the bantamweight division. Este duelo pactado a 3 vueltas en la división peso gallo. The judges are, los jueces son Hugo Lezama, Javier Rodríguez y Alberto Arellano Chopa. El referee, Miguel Jiménez. Introducing the blue corner, presentando en la esquina azul, vestido de negro con vivos blancos. He steps in wearing the black trunks with white trim. When he stepped on the scale, he weighed in at an official 135 pounds. Cuando pisó la báscula, registró un peso oficial de 135 libras. Y en 6 combates a nivel profesional, mantiene un récord de 5 victorias y 1 derrota. In 6 pro bouts, he has 5 victories against 1 lone defeat. Representando a Saltillo, Coahuila, México, Enrique Quique Barragan. His opponent standing across the cage, su contrario, vestido de rojo con vivos grises y negros, wearing red with gray and black trim. He weighed in at an identical 135 pounds. Detuvo la báscula a un peso idéntico de 135 libras. And he enters the cage undefeated as a pro with 4 victories. Entra a la jaula invicto a nivel profesional con 4 victorias. Representando a la Sultana del Norte, Monterrey, Nuevo León, México, Kevin Prendido Garcia.
Ok, hablamos ya de las reglas. Quiero una pelea limpia. Cuídense todo momento. Choquen guantes y a sus esquinas.
Opening bout of the night, ready to go. Enrique Quique Barragan. He's 5-1. All 5 of his victories have been KOs. He's in the black trunks. There you see the horn. They shake hands in the middle. Right, standing right there in Mexico is Kevin Garcia, 18 years old. He's 4-0, Monterrey, northern part of the state of Mexico. As you mentioned in the open, went to San Jose, California, Gilbert, and got some awesome work experience for an 18-year-old.
Absolutely. As you can see, both these guys staying in the center of the octagon. Not much running. Yes, a couple steps backwards, but they're both looking to stay in there. Beautiful double leg takedown by Garcia. He's in the guard, looking to pass, pushing down that knee, seeing if he could pass. Looks like he's in half guard now. Not quite yet. He can step over that right leg of Enrique. He can move to half guard, but he's also comfortable probably here in the guard.
Garcia in the red trunks. Big stage for both of these young fighters. Opening bout, telling us in the fighter meetings that they want to come in and put on a show immediately in the opening round.
Beautiful pass by Garcia right here. He opened the guard up and slid home to the side mount here. Now he's controlling with a lot of pressure here, holding Enrique.
Garcia been fighting for 3 years, been training for 3 years, and he's one of the rare Mexican fighters that was able to find a jiu-jitsu gym. He started at the age of 15. He was looking around, growing up in Monterrey. He said he always was attracted to the sport, but couldn't find anywhere to train. Finally found a gym. He signed up immediately.
We got some great wrestling by Garcia, and he's holding in the guard here, looking to pass, looking to control. He believes he's winning, but Enrique is pretty busy off his back. Got back to guard when he did get past the side mount, looking to control that overhook, score some punches, maybe trying to set up a triangle here.
Barragan on his back in the black trunks. Favorite fighter, Anderson Spider Silva.
Yeah, you can see he was trying to strike. He likes Anderson Silva, and he feels like he wants to work off his back, and he has a comfortable guard, says he has submissions, and is comfortable in this position, and he looks that way right now.
Barragan from Saltillo, Coahuila, Mexico. Rush Martial Arts. He started 4 years ago. You were telling me this before we go on the air about how these young fighters are finding the sport, Gilbert, and it just, forget wrestling, they're going straight to jiu-jitsu or MMA, and it's been a big boon in Mexico for these young fighters.
Yes, absolutely. You usually see someone have an emphasis or a specialty, maybe a striker or a wrestler, but nowadays these youngsters are starting at a young age and they're becoming well-rounded mixed martial artists. Still, Garcia continue to work the ground and pound here. Could be a little more active, looking to pass. Got the tripod here. Enrique is busy off his back, landing punches. But in this sport, when you're on your back, and if you're not getting a submission or doing big damage from your back, you're probably losing the round. So he needs to look to get a submission or try to get back to his feet. Garcia is comfortable here, grounding and pounding the body and controlling the fight.
Okay, Garcia has the jiu-jitsu background. Barragan doesn't. And Barragan's saying in the meeting, I want to stay on my feet. That's what he expected.
Here's his chance to get up. Now they're back on their feet.
And in Mexico City, you see them both breathing heavy here. The altitude does take a toll on you.
Absolutely. I had that
first-hand experience, right?
Yeah, I was here first-hand experience. Had a beautiful takedown to side mount. His head's trapped, but he's comfortable. Securing side mount, Garcia is. His wrestling has been the difference so far in this fight. Both guys look comfortable on their feet, but it's the takedown of Garcia that's been most effective.
Garcia's been the most of the round on top. 18 years old, Kevin Garcia. He was a very confident fighter after spending those 2 months in San Jose, and you even joked, you knew everybody he was working out there with.
Yeah, absolutely. If you get a lock horn with some pros, it just levels you up. Just being able to spar them, train with them, you see things, and it makes your reaction better, and it just makes you better.
You say he came back with a lot of confidence. Well, you would, because there's no work for him in Monterrey.
Garcia looking to take the back, but slipped off, bounced right back up. Enrique is happy to be on their feet.
Barragan in the black shorts. Another takedown from Garcia.
Great takedown by Garcia, kind of lured Barragan in. Barragan has to be a little more patient and pick his punches. He knows he's getting taken down. He can't be so aggressive with the strikes.
Good round for Kevin Garcia, the 18-year-old. 10 seconds to go in the opening round.
See if he tries to drop a big punch to end it off here.
And that'll do it for the first one. Kevin Garcia coming out strong.
Absolutely. The difference in this round was the takedown. Both gentlemen seem to have great striking in this, but it's the takedown of Garcia and the grappling of Garcia that's been effective, but he's slow getting to his stool.
Yeah.
The cardio or the altitude can be affecting him.
Oh, good left hook landed by Garcia. Open up the second round. Check the good right hand from Garcia. He said his hands were strong. Finally get a chance to see it here. Front kick by Barragan. He's in the black. Second round. It's 3 5-minute rounds. That's a way to open up a round, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Chin check?
Absolutely. I think Enrique senses that Garcia's a little tight. Oh, lands right in the mouth position. Bad shot by Garcia. Now he got the hooks in. Here comes some killer ground and pound by Barragan. He's going for the finish. Garcia needs to get out of here, or this ref can stop it.
How does he get out of that?
Punches. He needs to give up that position here and do it back. Give up the mount, push that knee, get away, recovering.
And it is over.
It
has been stopped. Enrique Barragan stops Kevin Garcia in the second, and Garcia tastes defeat for the first time in his career. He is disappointed looking at the referee like, why'd you stop that?
Yeah, you got to protect yourself, and he was protecting himself. I don't know if the ref asked for action, but you can't just stay there and take punishment. You need to progress. You need to move. You need to advance somehow, and nothing was happening, so the ref jumped in.
Garcia goes to his corner, throws down the mouthpiece. He is upset.
Here comes the bad shot of Garcia. He sprawls and lands, moves to mount. Garcia tries to pop up. He gives up his back, lets the hooks in. Enrique Barragan throws his hips in, flattens him out with some killer ground and pound. Again, there's a sprawl to takedown, immediately moves to mount. Very good move, and a transition to the back, slips both hooks in.
That's the one right there. Immediately you jumped on it, right?
And there he goes, the hooks are in.
Yeah, Kevin Garcia, 18-year-old, defeated for the first time. He controlled the opening round, started the second with a nice chin hook, and then he got in the wrong position. He's still shaking his head like, what? No, I don't agree with that.
Absolutely, great fight. Garcia looked like he was a little winded after the first round, came out strong.
And Lupe Contreras is in the ring with the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Miguel Jimenez calls a halt to this contest with an official time of 48 seconds of round number 2. Damas y caballeros, el referee Miguel Jimenez detiene el combate con un tiempo oficial de 48 segundos del segundo episodio, declarando el ganador, declaring the winner, by way of technical knockout por knockout técnico, Quique Enrique Barragan.
Desde Saltillo, Coahuila, México, Enrique Barragan improves to 6-1. All 6 of his fights that have won have come by a stoppage.
Very impressive. You know, his form was out there, his composure was out there, maybe gave up some takedowns, but he was in shape. And that ultimately played a big part in this fight, forcing Garcia to take a bad shot, getting on mount and finishing him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with the action here in Mexico City. This bout set for 3 rounds in the featherweight division. Damas y caballeros, a continuación, el siguiente duelo pactado a 3 vueltas en la división peso pluma. Los jueces son, the judges are, Hugo Lezama, Javier Rodríguez y Alberto Arellano Chopa. At the sound of the bell, the man in charge, referee Vladimir Puga. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner, presentando la esquina azul, vestido de azul con vivos blancos y negros. He steps in wearing blue trunks with white and black trim. When he stepped on the scale, he weighed in at an official 146 pounds. Detuvo la báscula a un peso oficial de 146 libras. In 6 pro bouts, he has a record of 4 victories against 2 losses. En 6 combates a nivel profesional, mantiene un récord de 4 victorias y 2 derrotas. Representando a Cuernavaca, México, Raúl Cobra Nájera Ocampo. His opponent across the cage in the red corner, su rival en la esquina roja, vestido de negro con verde neón. He steps in wearing black with neon green. He weighed in at 145 pounds, su peso oficial, 145 libras. Y sube a la jaula invicto en 4 combates a nivel profesional. He enters the cage, undefeated as a pro with 4 victories. Puro Chicali, Mexicali, Baja California, México. Rafael Gifted Garcia Jr.
Referee Vladimir Puga with the instructions. We're ready to go. Now, Ocampo is about 2 hours away in Cuernavaca. That's where he grew up. As Gilbert was mentioning, he doesn't talk to his family anymore. He says Mexico City is my home. You would think he'd have the home field advantage. No, it is Rafa Garcia from the northern part of the state, Mexicali, right across the U.S. border, who has a lot of fans here. Cachanilla power, as they say it in Mexicali. We're underway, ready to go. In the black trunks is Rafa Garcia. Gifted is his nickname. In the blue, Raul Nájera Ocampo.
What I love already is for the second fight and are holding the center of the octagon. And this is the type of fights I like to see. No one backing up, no one running. Of course, a step back. Beautiful left hook by Nájera.
He said octagon, but he meant La Jaula.
I meant
It's his background. You can't fault him for that.
He's been in there a lot, but Gilbert's learning La Jaula is a lot cooler to say. Reverse and a takedown by Garcia.
Rafa's inside mount right here. I mean, half guard right here. So he's looking for ground and pound, looking to posture up.
Undefeated, 3-0, Rafa Rafa Garcia.
Going to a knee bar. Rafa right to a knee bar. He's rolling with it.
These look like good ground skills, Gil.
Absolutely. We got a heel hook by Rafa right here. He's twisting and he popped. Yeah, we got him.
Awesome.
It is over quick.
Awesome.
Jumped on it, grabbing the knee. Rafa Garcia.
Wow.
Wow, he is bringing the Cachanilla power with him. His fans are all fired up. That was over quick. He looked right at you, Gilbert. He knew. He knew. Oh, he's looking at you, Campbell. He's looking at you, Campbell.
You keep that up and you will have a belt.
Beautiful transition for the leg lock.
Awesome.
You found this kid in an open tryout via Facebook.
You know, he told me he came up from Mexico for the tryout. I thought he was kidding me.
Oh,
I said, you're from San Diego. You know, that's a great showing. That's a great showing.
Yeah, what a beautiful transition to the leg lock.
And they're checking out that knee of Ocampo quickly. Look at the replays, Gilbert.
So here he is. He's rolling for a knee bar bet. As his opponent goes, he transitions to the other leg, cuts it to the side, and he goes for the heel hook here, and he twists with it, and it looks like he popped the knee and hurt the knee of Raul Ocampo.
Garcia has a huge wrestling background, wrestled in high school, also wrestled at Palomar College. That's what you and he were talking about. You guys have a similar, you know a lot of the same people from your wrestling days.
Absolutely, but again, I want to say what a beautiful transition from one leg, transitions to the other leg. See, he's attacking one after, here goes to the knee bar. He's looking to finish it. He's attacking this leg. Now his opponent is countering right here. He steps over, look, he switches to other legs. Now he locks in the heel hook. He twists hard, and he pops the knee of his opponent. Rafa, very impressive.
You know, we don't want to see that. You don't want to see the fighters hurt, but that happened so quickly. I mean, I was impressed by it. It's nice when my opinion matches up with Gil's, because he actually knows what he's talking about.
Rafa Garcia from Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico.
Nice work.
Started at the age of 13. Campbell, on his way out of our fighter meetings yesterday, he said, oh, by the way, say this. I want to be the face of Combate Americas. That's how you make a showing in Combate 10.
Impressive debut.
Very impressive. I love seeing.
Lupe Contreras is in the ring, ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end with an official time of 1 minute, 4 seconds of the opening round. Damas, caballeros, este combate concluye con un tiempo oficial de 1 minuto, 4 segundos del primer episodio. The winner, by way of submission, el vencedor por sumisión, Gifted Rafael Garcia Jr.
Well, he didn't give us much time to give his background. Here's who Rafa Garcia is. He wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning in Mexicali to condition. Then at 7, he's at work delivering seed to the farm workers in the Imperial Valley. Then he drives hour and a half, 2 hours to work out at the Yuma United Gym. Drives 2 hours back home to do it all over again 5 days a week. And then on Saturdays, he runs the mountains that he can find.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with the action here with a Mexico City showdown set for 3 rounds in the lightweight division. Damas y caballeros, continuamos con un duelo capitalino pactado a 3 vueltas en la división peso ligero. Los jueces son, the judges are Hugo Lizama, Javier Rodríguez y Alberto Arellano Chopa. At the sound of the bell, the man in charge of the cage, referee Miguel Jimenez. Introducing first, the fighter wearing white trunks with blue and red trim, presentando a la esquina vestido de blanco con rojo y azul. Su peso oficial, 153 libras is the official weight, 153 pounds. A nivel profesional, mantiene un récord de 6 victorias y 6 derrotas as a pro. He has a record of 6 victories against 6 losses. Representando a la Ciudad de México, DF, La Roca, Mario Antonio Elpidio. His opponent across the cage, vestido de negro con vivos blancos. Su contrincante, vestido de negro con vivos blancos. Wearing black with white trim, he weighed in at 156 pounds. Él tuvo la báscula a un peso oficial de 156 libras. En 14 combates a nivel profesional, mantiene un récord de 9 victorias y 5 derrotas en 14 pro bouts. He has 9 victories against 5 losses. también oriundo de la Ciudad de México, DF, Rodrigo Casula Vargas.
Ok, ya hablamos de las reglas en los camerinos. Manténganse todo el tiempo en ellas, choquen los guantes y a sus esquinas.
Beto Duran, Gilbert Melendez, Campbell McLaren, or as the tweet that I just got, the white dude that's cracking me up, El Güero. Keep it going, Campbell.
I like that. That's the white dude that's cracking me up.
That's coming from
Been
Edgar.
called a lot of things. John McCain called me a lot of things. He didn't call me that.
Yeah. That's actually come from Edgar Downey, who's watching US
Edgar,
MMA
thanks,
for the
man.
first time. He's all
You picked
fired
a
up.
good one to start with. Listen, my fight team was very, very high on Marco. Michael Framowitz and Matt Venezuela. They said this guy's the guy to watch. I like Kazula, just because he's got a cool nickname. You know, you got a cool nickname, you got to back it up.
Kazula, the southpaw in the black trunks. Marco Antonio Elpidio, the undefeated fighter in white. We mentioned earlier, Marco Elpidio beat Vargas's older brother. But Vargas said, you know what? The Vargas family here in Mexico City has done a lot for the sport. We've helped break ground, and these youngsters aren't paying respect, and they don't show any respect, and that's what Vargas wants to do tonight. He said, I got to teach this youngster a lesson.
Vargas with the big head kick to La Roca. When you're a southpaw, you tend to fight conventional fighters most of the time, and you have that rear leg far kick to the head right here, and your whole body is open against a conventional fighter. So let's see if he throws more of those left kicks.
Vargas, well-traveled.
Oh, yeah.
Catches the leg, punches him. Flurries, goes for the double leg, lifts him up, gets the takedown. La Roca trying to stand up right away. Gets the wizard. Vargas with the body lock trying to trip him down. Great bounce by La Roca. Oh, but he gets the takedown. Working his way back up.
Vargas with a knee in the black trunks. He actually fought on the first Combate Americas. So this is the part where he was just doing anything. He didn't care about money. He was just trying to make his way in the sport. Good right hand landed by Elpidio. Separating. Vargas. So he's trying to make this fight a gritty one. Elpidio in the white. He's going to try to stay on his feet for this one.
So far, we're seeing a great display of mixed martial arts. Two great strikers. We've seen some transitions to some takedowns, some escapes, some cage fighting.
Muay Thai kick. Yeah. This is a good, it's like the Chinese
Big
menu
left
stuff.
hand.
Big left from the veteran Vargas. Wearing it as Marco Antonio Elpidio. Both of these fighters coming down in weight the first time that both of them fight at 155. They both said that the cut was good, they did more conditioning, and they changed their diet. But Gilbert, it's harder for the older fighter to make a cut like that.
Yeah, it is. But if you know, we're talking to Vargas, so we say he had a great diet and it wasn't too complicated. I believe 155 pounds is the weight for both these guys. They were fighting up and they look that this is the weight they should be. A great inside kick right now by La Roca. Vargas returns it.
La Roca, unbreakable is his name, and he just dropped there. Knee, strong knee.
Back to the takedown. Vargas is working against the cage here. Has his hands locked. La Roca with the sprawl, throwing his hips in strong right here, not trying to get the takedown.
And they both look fresh at 155. Both of them saying that at 170, they were normally going up against guys who were really 180. They weren't tall enough or big enough for that. Good opening round.
You know, Vargas feels comfortably here. He has the underhooks. He's pressing against the cage. He has an inside trick going on to keep his opponent off balance. He feels like he's scoring points there. Now they break away.
Flying kick missed by Elpidio, the undefeated fighter in white. Strong right hand landed by the youngster. We brought it to Elpidio. Hey, you know, your opponent says you haven't really respected him. He's like, I don't even know what his problem is. Yeah, I beat his brother. He's taking it way too personal.
Well, you know, maybe it's the young, youthful attitude of Marco La Roca. You know, he just had a great attitude. I mean, this guy is dedicated to fighting. Travels 2 hours a day to train and 2 hours back home and trains all day.
His tío, Luis Elpidio, is the one who took him to the gym at the age of 17 because his tío was all about the Diaz brothers.
Going for the takedown, switch to a single leg, driving forward, great sprawl by La Roca. As the Wizard fighting away, disengaging. Oh,
Strong
big straight left by Vargas, followed by an uppercut. He's putting the pressure, 10 seconds here.
Good opening round between Elpidio and Vargas at Combate 10 in Mexico City. Oh, good action.
Great
They
first
stare each
round.
other. There you go. Woo. Oh, it's personal because and there you see him up against the fence, Rodrigo Vargas. Gassed a bit. You like that?
I think that's impressive. I think he's showing that his cardio is in shape. Well, La Roca thought that his cardio was going to be the better factor for himself in this fight.
Cazula looks better. To me, he just looks better. Just up, down, whatever. He's just looking better.
I have to agree. It seems like his experience and patience and composure is showing out there, maximizing his energy. La Roca's a little bit moving about, saying, I like the head move and everything, but just the patience and conserving the energy of Vargas, you can see him out there doing it.
Cazula in black, for La Roca in white. La Roca spending a lot of time up against the cage, and there you see him against La Jaula. His back is all red. He's wearing a lot of punches now. Both of them live in Mexico City, so they should be accustomed to this altitude.
Yeah, the altitude doesn't look like a factor to me in this. That's not what's going on here.
Yeah, both these guys are pushing at a great pace.
A little bit too fast, maybe?
I don't think so. I think this is the style that Combate Americas brings to La Jaula right here.
Fight like a Mexican.
We want to fight like a Mexican, fight like a Latino, stay in the center. Not one guy has backed up yet. No one has used the stick and move. It's been stay in the middle and fight, and that's what we're seeing here tonight.
That's why we put North America in the center.
I tiro.
Mexico and America.
And those chingazos, right, Campbell?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You know, I hate making predictions because just because you create the sport, people think you should know who's going to win. But this one was hard to call. But I think at this point, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Cazula. You know, it just looks like he's dominating here and waiting for an opportunity.
I believe he's ahead on the scorecards, being more calculated out here. But La Roca just young and determined. And at this point, anything can happen. Here's a big takedown. This can really turn the tide here if La Roca shows how good his grappling is, which he says is far superior than Vargas.
La Roca trains in jiu-jitsu. First time that he dropped Vargas. Vargas back on his feet.
Very good job in Vargas to get back to his feet. The hat he undertook, sat back up. La Roca another with the takedown. Bouncing back up repetitively is tiring. So being tenacious with that takedown. Now can you get back up again? La Roca's in half guard, using his shin to try to pin down the arm of Vargas. Now he's trapping it. Maybe he'll look to ground and pound, having one arm trapped.
This isn't the kind of fight that Elpidio wanted. He preferred to stay on his feet, but he said going to the ground would be fine with him. But not too many of his fights have been on the ground.
Nice. Grabbing the ankles and trying to pass by La Roca. Vargas bounces back up.
Both of them take a deep breath as they stand in North America. Good action. Second round is scheduled for 3. Vargas in the black trunks. Marco Antonio Elpidio in white. You're hearing the crowd with the Cazula chant. That's for Vargas. He has a lot of fans here. He's been fighting all over Mexico City in his career in sanctioned fights, unsanctioned fights. Fighting family, has fought 4 times in the United States.
Both these guys regrouping, getting a little breath here. It seems like not much action at the moment, but these guys have been going to 100% the whole time. Pushing forward. Beautiful counter right hook by Vargas as La Roca comes in.
Good striking from Vargas.
Absolutely, a little more crisp. Now La Roca is not scared. He swings out there, but he's just a little bit more
Look at
wild.
this. Look at the talking. Vente. Tráelo. Front
Vargas.
kick from Elpidio. You like it when I talk?
I do. I think it can be tactical. If you're doing it right, it can work. Sometimes it doesn't. But I think Vargas is experienced and he's feeling the confidence. He's feeling things are working in his striking. He's seeing the timing.
A minute to go in the second round. 3 5-minute rounds. Combate 10 in the Aztec capital, Mexico City. Staying on their feet here. You're right, Gilbert. Staying on the ground takes a toll on you.
Absolutely. And we're coming down to the 30-second marker here, and I think this round is up for grabs. La Roca has the big takedown, but I believe Vargas' striking has been more superior and landed more efficiently in this round.
Marco Antonio Elpidio, very confident in the fighter meetings with us at the weigh-ins. It was testy, though, when they did the face-off.
Well, both of these guys have a lot to prove here. I think the fans, oh, what a switch kick.
It's been another good round for Rodrigo Vargas. 31-year-old said he's in school, the youngster. Final seconds of the second here in Mexico City. And room for two.
Great round by these two, great round.
And they stare each other down.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us wherever you are in North America, around the world on UFC Fight Pass. Put the Grand alongside world champion Gilbert Melendez El Nino from Santana, California.
Both guys center the octagon, third round, no one's backing down. A lot of pride on the line for these two here, and you can see it.
Especially undefeated fighter in white, Elpidio. I think he thought it was going to be easier fight than he got in the round.
Straight left lands.
Vargas doing this to avenge the loss of his brother. You can't just beat my brother twice. Right kick from Elpidio.
Vargas doing a great job of controlling the center of the octagon, but just staying out of range and making La Roca miss on these big strikes. Beautiful counter, step back, straight left, puts the pressure, puts him against the cage.
The counters from Vargas have been there all night long. His striking is impressive here in Mexico City. Going for the leg.
Oh, La Roca goes for the shot himself.
What's he trying to do right now?
He's pushing him against the cage, looking to work the takedown, but just having the underhook in control here. He's on the offense, he's the aggressor, he's winning at this moment, in my opinion, but at the same time, he's regrouping. Looks like he's trying to work a single leg here. Maybe he'll run the pipe and get a takedown. But Vargas, this is a very hard position for fighters nowadays to score takedowns. Good sprawl by Vargas, kicking his leg back there, able to disengage in a reshot of his own. Backs away.
Vargas able to get out of it. You can see the punches now from Elpidio. Not much of a pop behind him. But there's still crisp coming from Vargas.
Yeah, a little crisp from Vargas, but don't count Little Rocker. He's pushing forward. And here he comes with that double leg again. He lifts, takes him down. This is a huge, huge takedown here. But it's still in my head, Loroca. I gotta think, maybe I'm down 2 rounds to 0. Maybe I need to put the pressure. I may need a finish here.
Marco Antonio Elpidio, undefeated fighter in white, he's on top.
Vargas opening the guard, trying to get his shin in to create some space here. He has the overhook, but at the same time, Marco La Roca on top has the underhook. Good position, can get some ground and pound here.
23 years old. Here's Elpidio.
Going for the sweep. Oh, gets in. What beautiful reversal by Vargas.
Nice. That is nice by Gazul. Gets him on his feet. Gazul just taking control now.
Throwing big punches.
Escaping is Elpidio and takes a deep breath as he separates. Oh, he looks gashed. Front kick from Elpidio.
Both men are tired, but La Roca, Marco La Roca's pushing forward. Vargas looked up at the time.
Yeah.
He's feeling spent. He's feeling spent, and the takedown by La Roca.
With 140 to go, Roca.
140 to go, 130 to go. That's a lot of time. Can he push? Can he pass to mount and go for a finish here?
He's got to go for it, right?
I believe, I would in my head think I can be down 2 rounds to none, and if I have this opportunity, I am trying to pass and go for a big finish. But look at the experience of Vargas using the fence to climb over and try to get an armbar, but still gassed. La Roca posturing up in half guard. Needs to get off with some bigger punches here. Just being on top isn't enough. He needs to find a way to do some devastating ground and pound here. But Vargas, with his experience, is locking him up with his arms well.
Less than a minute to go in the fight. Combate 10 in Mexico City.
Here he is trying to walk off the cage again. La Roca adjusted to that feel, felt it once, was able to counter it the second time. Here he is, posturing up, pushing off with the legs is Vargas. Will he bounce up?
Look at him. Oh, he's striking a pose, huh? Looking at his opponent. Look at Elpidio in the white, just gassed right now. Dragging his right leg, too.
This is what it's all about right here. Both of these guys putting it all on the line here.
Shooting, nothing behind it for Elpidio. 10 seconds to go in the match. A strong one for Rodrigo Vargas against Marco Antonio Elpidio. Vargas looking fresh, coming with it, and he gets taken down. And that is it. It is over. Woo! They go the distance.
Amazing fight. Great fight. Both hard by both of these guys. Great display of mixed martial arts here. And though they have a little bit of beef, they were able to shake hands and have respect out there.
Yeah, there was some animosity coming into this. Vargas said he was going to school the youngster Elpidio. I think he might have done that.
It's going to be interesting how the judges see this. I see Vargas winning that first round. I think that second round was close. I gave it to Vargas as well, but this third round was definitely Marco La Roca. So it's depending how the judges see it, that second round, in my opinion.
You see Rodrigo Vargas get his hand raised by his brother. He came down in weight to 155 for the first time in his career, and he looked good at this weight.
Both of these gentlemen at this weight look well. I think you move better at this weight. They move lighter, and they're faster, and they're able to put it all on the line for 15 minutes. Literally, the last minute, these guys broke on their feet, just swinging, going on autopilot.
I think you saw the experience, though, that Vargas has with 4 fights in the United States.
Absolutely.
Judges are getting their cards together. That was a good fight. That's the third one. We're working towards the main event on Fight Pass of Mark Delarosa from Lubbock, Texas, now living in Fort Worth, taking on Ivan Flores Hernandez in Monterrey, Mexico. That's our main event on UFC Fight Pass. And then after that one, you go and check out the other one. That's going to be the main event.
I can't believe I missed that round. I can't believe I fucking missed that. But Julio Cesar Chavez was here, right? And he's in the house. Yeah, I had to go meet him.
Wow.
I mean, you got to go meet a guy like that, right? But I can't believe I missed that. God damn it. This was I wanted to see this.
This was an amazing display of mixed martial arts. Both gentlemen showed hard out there. I mean, swinging for the fences literally to the last second.
Campbell McLaren joining us again, fired up.
It's hard to swear effectively at this altitude. You really got to take a deep breath in and go for it. I can't believe I fucking missed this round. This was awesome. I hope everybody at home, I mean, you guys saw it, right? Nobody went to the bathroom and
Nobody's
stuff,
going
right?
anywhere. Lupe Contreras has the decision for Rodrigo Vargas and Marco Elpidio.
All 3 rounds, the official scorecard reads as follows. Damas y caballeros, después de completar las 3 vueltas, esta es la decisión oficial. El juez Lezama anotó 30-27 a favor del Elpidio. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Lezama scores it 30-27 in favor of Elpidio. Judge Rodriguez scores it 30-27 in favor of Vargas. El juez Rodríguez anotó 30-27 a favor de Vargas. Y el juez Chopa anotó 29-28. Judge Chopa scores it 29-28 in favor of the winner. By way of split decision a favor del ganador. Por decisión dividida. La Roca. Mario Antonio Elpidio.
I mean, I didn't say the last.
That
I didn't see
split
the last
decision.
round, but what I did see, I wouldn't have done it.
Gilbert, you got the wow.
Yeah, split decision here. Do we have 2 30-27s?
You have 130-27 and a 29-20.
No, we have 3 judges here. So 130-27 for Roca.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Combate America's main event of the evening. Damas y caballeros, este es el duelo estelar de Combate Américas. 2 invictos, pactado a 3 vueltas en la división peso gallo. 2 undefeated fighters going 3 rounds in the bantamweight division. Los jueces son, the judges are Hugo Lezama, Javier Rodríguez y Alberto Arellano Chopa. At the sound of the bell, the man in charge of the cage, Raul Porrata. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner, presentando la esquina azul, vestido de negro, con vivos rojos, blancos y color naranja. He steps in wearing the black trunks, wearing white, red, and orange trim. He weighed in at an official 135 pounds. Detuvo la báscula a un peso oficial de 135 libras. He enters the ring undefeated in 9 pro bouts with 8 victories and 1 draw. Entra la jaula invicto en 9 combates a nivel profesional, con 8 victorias y 1 empate. Representando la capital regia, Monterrey, Nuevo León, México, Iván Brasil Hernandez Flores. Across the cage in the red corner, del otro lado la jaula en la esquina roja, wearing black with white and red trim, vestido de negro, con vivos blancos y rojos, su peso oficial 136 libras, his official weight 136 pounds. Igual que su rival, se mantiene invicto a nivel profesional con 7 victorias. Like his opponent, he enters the cage undefeated as a pro with 7 victories. Fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas, USA, Mark Bumblebee Delarosa.
Obeye mi comando, protegen todo el tiempo, toquen globes, guantes y regresen a su esquina.
Ready to go on our main event on UFC Fight Pass in Mexico City. La Jaula is calling Combate 10. This should be a good one. Undefeated fighters, Mark Delarosa and Ivan Hernandez Flores. We are underway.
This is one of those don't blink fights here.
It with the red gloves is Delarosa, the fighter from Fort Worth, Texas, born in Lubbock, Texas. As Bob's in Alabama, Lubbock, Texas. Yep, that's where it's at. And Ivan Hernandez Flores with the blue gloves from Monterrey, Nuevo León, in the northern part of the state. Delarosa very confident coming into this fight. He said, quote, "My opponent has a padded record. I can win this fight on the ground, anywhere. It doesn't matter. He's never gone up against anybody of high quality."
Strong words.
Shot by Delarosa, looks to close the distance. But Hernandez switches him around, puts him against the cage, has the underhook here.
Delarosa, nicknamed the Bumblebee because he's always been bouncing around as a little kid. Started boxing at the age of 10. Hit jiu-jitsu at 15. The jiu-jitsu academy opened up near his home. He worked at it in order to pay for his classes. He would clean up, pick up towels, sweep, whatever he would do. That's how much he was into jiu-jitsu. So much so, and all he wanted to do was train. He put himself in a different high school where he could be accelerated and only go to school from 8 to 1 in order to train immediately after school. He said no prom, no homecoming, no football games, none of that. It's been all about fighting for him in his young career for Mark Delarosa.
Now, the Hernandez has had Delarosa against the cage, but we've seen 2 really good knees by Delarosa, even though he's against the cage. Now he switches them, body locks him with the over-under here, and puts his opponent against the cage. Let's look if he tries to score more knees or even a takedown.
You called it, there was the knee.
Hernandez Flores really got into the sport at the age of 22. Because in the streets where he was growing up in Monterrey, it's just bad. You have to have something to do or else those streets will suck you up. Found jiu-jitsu, nicknamed El Brasil, the Brazilian. because they said he fights like one, his style is like one, and it was all about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for him.
Delarosa switched to a front headlock here. It looks like he could be threatening the guillotine, but just putting pressure on the back of the neck of Hernandez here. Hernandez looking for the takedown, but has to be worried a little bit about that guillotine. Oh, he lets go, starts dropping some elbows, and continues to put pressure on the head of Hernandez. Doesn't want to see Hernandez got his head out there. He's more comfortable. And another knee. Looks to disengage. Hernandez is one of those Brazilian type fighters. He fights like Vanderlei Silva when I've seen him before, coming with barrage of punches and takes him down. But Delarosa believes he's more technical and is trained longer and has more skill, and that will make the difference here. Where Hernandez is doing just fine.
Left blocked by Delarosa. Had amateur boxing background.
Fast counter left hook by Delarosa. First time he landed that, second time he throwing it. Chopping over kicks.
2016 was a good year for Delarosa on the bantamweight scale. Said he was happy with it. 2 bouts, got 2 wins. Second half of the year, he said just couldn't find fights. Understood that's just part of the business. Fired up to be in Mexico City on the Combate America stage. Patient fighter, isn't he?
Definitely, both guys. Oh, big right hand. Delarosa disengaged before Hernandez can counter. Hernandez throwing big power, but Delarosa just a little sharper and has the speed advantage here, looking to counter. But Hernandez is throwing with heat. If any of those land on the chin, definitely change the tempo of the fight.
He said his big hand was the right hand. Lands the left, gets dropped.
Gets taken down by Delarosa, got over anxious with his punches, was being patient the whole time and went for a barrage and got lured right into the takedown. Nice posturing by Delarosa, looking to posture up and break the guard, got a slam out of it, and a big left hand. Looking to slam again.
Twisting out of it is Hernandez Flores, but right back there is Delarosa. Strength on Delarosa.
Delarosa passed the side mount right here. Ivan Hernandez with the underhook getting up. He looks like he's setting up a guillotine here. Disengages.
Technical opening round. It's scheduled for 3.
I'm impressed by Hernandez's skills to get up.
Final seconds of the round.
Got up.
Yeah, I think they're just trying each other out in this round.
Absolutely.
It didn't look like anyone wanted to commit to anything.
Absolutely. I think we got a chess game going on here. Both of these guys filling each other out, trying to close the distance, see what's working. But I think they both have respect for each other at this moment.
There you go, second round of action. With the red gloves as Delarosa heats a right from Hernandez Flores.
Now these guys are warmed up.
There it is.
Delarosa with the takedown again, luring Hernandez in, thinking they're going to go trade toe-to-toe. They brawl and he gets it. Now he's trying to get up. Let's see if he transitions back, trying to suck him back. No, Hernandez impressive on getting up. Delarosa very confident in his jiu-jitsu and his wrestling here and thinks it's going to be the difference. Doesn't think Ivan Hernandez has had the training he has had in the grappling department.
From the War Room in Fort Worth, that's where Delarosa's at. He's also gone to Vegas, Colorado to get some work in with other fighters. As he told us, they called him for work.
Absolutely, said John Dotson, UFC fighter, called him to train with him. And he also trains with one of my old former training partners from the Scrap Pack, Johnny Carson, out there in Texas as well. And it's his brother-in-law, and he told me this kid has some skills as well.
8 kids in the family of Delarosa. You know they're fighting all the time.
Now right here we have Hernandez playing the game. He has all 4 points on the ground, so he can't get kneed or kicked in the head. Delarosa is looking for, oh! What a great takedown. Lifts him up, takes him down, and he's throws the hook in. Has one in.
How much does that take out of you to pick him up that high and drop him?
I think it'll take some out of you, but if you're able to take the guy at surges, oh, he falls off to a guillotine here. I've seen this move before. Now let's see if he can transition here. He locks it around. This is uncomfortable for Hernandez. He needs to be patient, shove his head in and disengage. Did not get it. Lost position in the process.
Good movement by the fighter from Monterrey, Mexico. Dropping some elbows.
Great ground and pound here, but you can see Delarosa trying to trap the right arm. Now he hooks under the leg, trying to scoop. That's dangerous though in mixed martial arts because his face is open and his arm is trapped, but he's committed to that sweep here.
He's just keeping himself exposed?
When you have the arm hooked under the leg trying to sweep someone with the arm bar, your face is exposed right there. Hernandez is showing that he does have some ground game, able to pop to his feet, able to defend the choke and transition to the top position.
Ivan Hernandez on top right now.
With some good ground and pound, Dropping elbows, peppering away. Delarosa trying to hold, looks like he's maybe trying to get a stand up here and stop the action here.
This is the kind of fight neither of them expected. They both expected to be on their feet trading.
Oh, beautiful sweep right there, right to the mount, to a great strike, and taking the back here. Hooks are in.
And we got some blood from the right eye.
He's going, hits it in.
There it is.
Great job by Hernandez to keep the fight going, but he's in danger right here on the mount, transitioning from mount to getting his back here and getting punched in the process. Now we have the arm triangle here. Mark Delarosa is trying to finish. This is an arm triangle here. He's on mount. Maybe he'll jump to side mount or he's comfortable here. I like to see Hernandez.
And it's over.
And it's over.
Tap, it's over. Second round submission for Mark Delarosa.
Beautiful transitions from ground and pound to submission position, eventually forcing Hernandez to give up that position and give up the submission.
Hernandez's defense, it looked pretty good at first, and then it just seemed to disappear at the end.
Exactly, it was a pattern. It was going back and forth, and he essentially just wore him down and waited for the right time to strike.
He told us he loves to go bow fishing. Does Mark Delarosa. He went after there Ivan Hernandez Flores, got him bloody middle of the second round. Jumped on him, throw some elbows as they're working on the eye of Hernandez Flores, who suffers his first defeat.
Well, Hernandez felt confident on top. He was able to slip out of the guillotine and get on the mount.
Yeah, let's look at the replays from that second round. The first one was about feeling out. The second one was about ending somebody's night.
All right. So here's the tripod here, belly to back. He takes him down, brings him to the mat. Looks to get the hooks in here. He's holding him down, and he tries to guillotine right here. Here it is again. Big takedown, mat return, and then jumps to throw the hook in.
And here comes the end of it.
So a beautiful sweep to the mount and starts grounding and pounding, and Hernandez has nothing to do but to give up his back and go to his knees. And at that time, he was able to sneak in the guillotine choke. Transition back to the ground and pound again. Here it is, some mean ground and pound. Goes to his knees because he wants to be at a mount, but gives his back again. Throws his hips in. You can see Hernandez's legs elevate again. Tries to give up the mount. Continues with the ground and pound, punching and punching.
The Delarosa family has fired up back in Fort Worth, Texas. His dad loved him training in it. Didn't really think his son should be fighting as a professional. The more wins he gets, the more fired up the family became supportive of him. People telling him, hey, your son's pretty good at this. And he is, as Mark Delarosa improves to 8-0 in his young career. Lupe Contreras in La Jaula.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Raul Porrata steps in and calls a halt to the action with an official time of 3 minutes, 11 seconds of round number 2. Damas y caballeros, el referee Raúl Porrata detiene el combate con un tiempo oficial de 3 minutos, 11 segundos del segundo episodio. El vencedor por sumisión técnica, your winner, by way of technical submission, still undefeated, aún invicto, the Bumblebee, Mark Delarosa. Damas y caballeros, desde la capital azteca, la Ciudad de México, DF, esto es, this is Combate América. La cartelera de esta noche ha sido avalada por el Consejo Latinoamericano de Artes Marciales Mixtas, supervisora Montserrat Álvarez Cienfuegos Tendilla. Este duelo, 3 vueltas en la división peso gallo. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout, 3 rounds in the bantamweight division. Los jueces son, the judges are Hugo Lezama, Javier Rodríguez y Alberto Arellano Chopa. El encargado, el referí Raúl Porrata. Damas y caballeros, presentando a la esquina azul, introducing the blue corner. Vestido de rojo con vivos negros, wearing red with black trim. Detuvo la báscula a un peso oficial de 136 libras y tipped the scales at an official 136 pounds. En 7 combates a nivel profesional, mantiene un récord de 4 victorias y 3 derrotas. In 7 bouts as a pro, he has 4 victories against 3 losses. Fighting out of Port Arthur, Texas, el fantasma, José Ceja. Su contrario en la esquina roja. His opponent across the cage in the red corner, wearing yellow with black trim, vestido de amarillo, con vivos negros, su peso oficial, 135 libras, his official weight, 135 pounds. En 4 combates dentro de la jaula, mantiene un récord de 3 victorias y 1 derrota after entering the cage 4 times as a pro. He has a record of 3 victories against 1 lone defeat. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, el cazador, Joey Ruquet.
Obey mi comando, obey my commands at all times. Protéjense a todo tiempo. Protect yourselves at all times. Toquen guantes, touch gloves. Go back to your
I am
orders.
so looking forward to this match. I can't believe it. Joey and Henry, these guys have been angry at each other since the beginning. Look, I was walking around the floor being the CEO of the company, and I just had to come back up into the booth because they got the best view. I think this is going to rock. Don't blink. Don't blink.
Campbell McLaren, Bethel Duran, alongside with former world champion Gilbert Melendez. Ruquet in the gold. He is 3-1. Ceja from Port Arthur, Texas in the red. And you're right, Campbell, this is one where both of them have some animosity. They expect to win by a knockout here.
Yeah, both of these guys think they are the better striker here. And you can see Ceja already using the kicks. He says he trains in Bang Muay Thai. His coach is certified by Dwayne Ludwig, so we'll look for the footwork for him to use there. It's some of that kind of type of fighting, as you can see right there.
Ruquet with Puerto Rican and French blood, originally from Florida, now living in Las Vegas, 23 years old, out of Torres system in Las Vegas.
Ceja catches the leg and trips him right here, trying to take us back, but Ruquet stepped over the leg right here and stand back up, has the overhook, and Ceja puts him against the cage here.
The Ghost in the red, this is a fighter who is 4-3, but he's a veteran fighter. He's the one that has those tricks in that bag, Campbell, where he can throw anything at you.
Yeah, I think, that's something he's going to try to go to, his experience. Joey, we sent Joey to Japan in August. He represented Combate Americas over there in Deep. He put on a heck of a show. It's impossible for an American to win in Japan, but he did pretty well. Frank Shamrock said he knocked a guy out in Japan, and he still lost the fight. Japanese rules.
Right at each other in the opening round. Scheduled for three 5-minute rounds. Already some blood from the face of Ceja. The Ghost is cut. Out of Port Arthur, Texas. Actually, he'd have to drive to Houston to get some work in. Oh, look at that. Gets his blood, licks it. No big deal. Love that.
Oh, yeah. Listen at home. This is a great fight. Wake the fuck up. Listen. This is going to be the best fight you're going to see this month.
Ceja talking with a smirk. There goes any other outside interest? No. I'm all about MMA. I'm all about the sport. That's all I care about. I just want to come in there. Look at that smirk. Gets hit, smiles, gets chucked a couple times. Ruquet. You talk about background, fighting in the streets in Florida. Finally found a Didn't graduate from high school, spent a couple of years locked up. Now he owns a home, married, has a couple of kids, even said he's a motorcycle. This sport has saved his
MMA
life.
turns your life around, turns that guy's life around.
A lot of this fight has been in this tight clinch right here. This is the tight clinch, and you can drop elbows here, knees. Ceja looking for the big takedown earlier, but Ruquet takes the back, trips him. Looking to get the hook in, might have a choke in here, or looking to work it. There's a lot of blood on it.
Oh, a lot of blood from the face of Ceja here in the opening round.
Looking a little dangerous. Well, Ruquet's going to transition to the top. Staying in position.
There he has him. Ceja looks weak there, Gil.
Ceja looking a little tired. Eats a mean right elbow from Ruquet.
Oh,
bleeding,
look
little
at that.
stumbly.
Stumbling, blood pouring down his face while swinging and a miss. He's not disciplined right now, is Ceja.
Yeah, Ceja's form looks like it's going out the window with the anxiety and the adrenaline going right here. Ruquet staying a little calm and cool and collected here. Fighting out of the clinch, dropping some beautiful elbows, chopping away at the kick, and being very tactical and technical with his Dutch-style kickboxing.
That is his background, Dutch style. He said, Ceja's gonna overlook me. But he doesn't know I got some badass jiu-jitsu background too.
Ooh, Ceja sees the blood on his face and knows he has to go.
Dropped
Big
him.
left hand.
Big left hand from Ceja. The Texas fighter drops the Vegas kid, but he's back on his feet. Oh, that one rocked
Right
him.
on the button.
Ceja looking to try to jump to submission when he had his fighter in danger. Now he's looking to take his back, getting behind him, trying to kick out the ankles, trip him here, with blood coming down his back. Sucks him back, throws the hooks in. Great control position here. Ruquet spins on top, drops a mean elbow.
Good elbow here. On top is Ruquet.
Ruquet looking to disengage, not stay too deep in the guard. Doesn't want to get reversed like Ceja did. Don't lose position. Great strikes while Ceja gets up. Has to eat punches.
Big knee from Ruquet there. Oh, heck of an opening round inside La Jaula in Mexico City.
Yeah.
Oh, another good one.
This is a war. This is the war we thought it would be.
Oh, this is exactly what you expected.
10 seconds
10
left.
seconds to go in the opening round. Big punches landed by both fighters. What a shot here in Mexico City.
Great round. Ceja landing the big punch. He dropped Ruquet, but was in danger. Got cut with the elbow, bleeding all over. Seemed like when he saw the blood, it gave him an extra surge of energy, and he lunged in with the big left hook and dropped Ruquet. Good recovery by Ruquet. Bounced to his feet extremely well and recovered. Actually reversed and drops the punishment of his own.
That cut is over the right eyebrow. That's the one that's bleeding bad. He's also cut underneath his left eye. Oh, and there it is, that big gash on top.
That's a pretty good cut.
Oh,
Double gash.
Couple of warriors.
Now Ceja, knowing that he has his cut, may be desperate here and push the pressure here, lunging in with some big punches. It seems like he's doing better when his back's against the fence.
Ceja in the southpaw stance, has a boxing background, 20 amateur boxing fights. Salvador Sanchez was his favorite fighter. He has the name Sal on the back of his red trunks. And you see Ruquet calm and patient just to open up the second round.
Yeah, I think they're going to pace this a little bit.
I think they both earn respect for each other in this round, but Ruquet is just slowly walking him down. Looks more in form. Ceja is throwing mean leather, but just not keeping the control. Not focused with the form. A big right hand by Ceja.
That is his power shot, those hands. As Ceja says, I'm a better fighter now, I'm more mature. I don't have to just win rounds, I need to go in for the kill, especially in Combate. And there he is, bringing the pressure.
That's the second time he's caught the kick of Ruquet, tripped him, and got the takedown. Now he's in the guard here, looking to control. And it looks like Ruquet's eyeballing that cut on the head and trying to work it with some elbows from the guard.
You have to do that right away, right? If you're Ruquet,
If I'm Ruquet, this is a fight. There's no such thing of a clean fight.
In the guard, here's Ceja.
Just trying to shove that leg in there, arm in there to get a triangle possibly. Oh, grabs the ankles, gets
Nice
the sweep.
move by
immediately
Ruquet.
dismount, tries to get the back here. Got the hooks in. Bad position for Ceja here, and he's leaking blood all over the mat.
Campbell, you wanted some blood on that dark blue mat. You got it.
Well, I want it on the white so we could see it.
Well, let's get these guys to the middle.
Oh, my God.
Of the Jaula.
Yeah.
Looks
look,
like Ruquet's under the
that was
chin.
not-
Ruquet's
got it.
right under the chin.
Referee right on top of it.
Ceja.
And it is it.
Yeah.
It is over. A second round victory for Joey El Cazador Ruquet.
All right, I got to go in there, guys. Hold down the fort, all right? I mean, that's a great fight. Yeah, I'm sorry for Ceja because he really came to win. He's a good guy, but Joey, he won the fight.
Doctor immediately called in guerreros. That's the word you want to use for these guys, Campbell.
Guerreros is right.
And you see in the ring are the two fighters, Joey Ruquet and Jose Ceja.
Damas y caballeros, la esquina
Lupe
roja le
Contreras
aplica una estrangulación a su rival, obligando al referee Raúl Porrata a parar la contienda con un tiempo oficial de 1 minuto 47 segundos del segundo episodio. Ladies and gentlemen, the red corner sinks in a rear naked choke, forcing referee Raúl Porrata to call a halt to this contest with an official time of 1 minute 47 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by way of technical submission, declarando el ganador por sumisión técnica, el Cazador, Joey Ruquet.
Ruquet, la mamá es boricua. Comes el DF, gets the victory. He improves the 4-1 in his young career. Para el Cazador, Joey Ruquet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with more action here at Combates Américas con este duelo pactado a 3 vueltas en la división peso mínimo. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout. 3 rounds in the atom weight division. Los jueces son, the judges are Hugo Lezama, Javier Rodríguez y Alberto Arellano Chopa. El tercero sobre la superficie, el referee Raúl Porrata. Presentando primero la luchadora vestida de pantaloncillos multicolor. Introducing first, the fighter who steps into the cage wearing the multicolored trunks. She weighed in at an official 105 pounds. Detuvo la báscula a un peso oficial de 105 libras. A nivel profesional, mantiene un récord de 9 victorias y 9 derrotas as a pro. She maintains a record of 9 victories against 9 losses. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Medusa, NICDALI, RIVERA-CALDOC. Su rival al otro lado de la jaula. Her opponent across the cage, vestida de negro con color rosa. She steps in wearing black with pink trim. Her official weight, 105 pounds. Su peso oficial, 105 libras. En 6 combates dentro de la jaula, mantiene un récord de 3 victorias y 3 derrotas. After entering the cage 6 times as a pro, she has a record of 3 victories against 3 losses. Representando a Ixtapalapa, Estado de México, Lisbeth Boni Silva.
Obeying a mi comando, obey my commands at all times. Protegen a todo tiempo, protect yourselves at all times. Toquen guantes, touch gloves. Regresen a su esquina. Go back to your corners.
We are ready to go. 3 rounds, 5 minutes each. Inside La Condensa in Mexico City. Combate 10. Our co-feature tonight. There you see NICDALI. Medusa is her new nickname. She's got the red hair. Going against Lisbeth Lopez Silva, the 20-year-old with the black and pink.
Lisbeth already throwing hard leather right there. NICDALI looking to step back and counter. She's taking a step forward, trying to draw Lisbeth in and counter. I could see it.
Going with the new nickname of Medusa because you're pretty, but people don't realize what a badass you are. She used to be the Night Queen. Not anymore. She says she's evolving as a fighter, as a woman here in the sport.
Both these ladies holding their ground. NICDALI going for the takedown, using her experience. Very smart of her to take down her opponent. Great getting up by Lisbeth to the wizard, showing that she has grappling game of her own. And continue to push forward with the strikes.
NICDALI working out of Extreme Couture. And the storyline here is Lisbeth Lopez Silva said, oh, she wants to call herself Mexican. All of a sudden, I've heard her speak Spanish. She's not a Mexican. I'm a Mexican. This is my backyard. and you hear the Mexico chant. That is for Lisbeth Lopez Silva. She has a lot of fans in the area. She said, I'm going to show her what a real Mexican is about. And Gilbert, you and I both know, being born in the United States, Mexicans don't like the Mexican Americans. And then when you call us out on our Spanish, pues no, mijo, no, we're going to show you. And that's what NICDALI is here to do. She's, I'm going to show her it's not just about where you're born, it's about having el corazón.
Absolutely, and she's showing it right now that she does not respect the record of NICDALI. Lisbeth is not intimidated by the experience, by the corner with Misha Tate in there. She's in there willing to trade and punch. And I think we're in for a treat here. Both ladies holding down the center of the octagon, not really backing up. Of course, there's some tactics here, but they're staying in the pocket. I really like how NICDALI is kind of bringing her hand up to block and counter as well.
NICDALI started training at 18, her first pro fight at 20.
Nice push kick to the body of NICDALI.
She's been in the fight game for over a decade as NICDALI. Getting great work in Las Vegas has really changed her career.
NICDALI looking to go to her experience and push her opponent against the cage. Knows that the striking is competitive, believes that she could possibly take her opponent down and be the better grappler here. Big knees by Lisbeth, has to hurt the body of NICDALI. Another one. Dali going for the double leg. Can she lock it up and lift? She's got some air, but Lisbeth is tall and steps over, trips.
There you go.
But Lisbeth throws her over and hips to the sprawl. Looking to disengage or take the back here. She's getting too high, but got the choke in.
She has a
choke.
choke.
Could it be deep? Could it be deep?
Could it be?
It looks like she has it locked in behind the head.
Lisbeth has it.
Going to the knee.
She's going for it. Said she was going to get it, Gilbert. Look at this.
She
got
tapped.
it. She knocked it
It's over.
Lisbeth Lopez Silva with the choke here in the first round in Mexico City.
Whoa, what an impressive performance by Lisbeth, showing no respect for NICDALI, taking it straight at her, pouncing on the back, going for the choke without even the hooks in.
She lost her first 2 fights, did Lisbeth. She won 3 in a row. She's known as a striker around Mexico City, but no, she gets the choke in the opening round, and there she keeps looking at it. Wow!
Lisbeth has something special right there. She has what we call the killer instinct. Pounced on that neck, didn't need the hooks in, went straight for the choke.
Damas y caballeros, la esquina azul aplica una estrangulación mata león, obligando a su rival a someter con un tiempo oficial de 3 minutos, 7 segundos del primer asalto. Ladies and gentlemen, the blue corner sinks in a rear naked choke, forcing her opponent to tap with an official time of 3 minutes, 7 seconds of the opening round. Your winner, by way of tap out, la vencedora por sumisión, Puro Ixtapalapa, Estado de México, Lisbeth Silva. Damas y caballeros, desde la Ciudad de México, DF, este es el duelo estelar de Combate América. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Pactado a 3 vueltas en la división peso gallo, set for 3 rounds of action in the bantamweight division. Los jueces son, the judges are Hugo Lezama, Javier Rodríguez y Alberto Arellano Chopa. El tercero sobre la superficie, el referee Raúl Porrata. Y ahora, desde la capital azteca, veremos quién es el más macho. Presentando la esquina azul, introducing the blue corner. Vestido de negro con vivos blancos, wearing black with white trim. He weighed in at an official 135 pounds, su peso oficial 135 libras, en 15 combates dentro de la jaula. Mantiene un récord de 13 victorias y solo 2 derrotas after entering the cage 15 times as a pro. He has 13 victories against only 2 losses. Fighting out of Palm Springs, California, Steve Swanson. Su rival en la esquina roja is the opponent in the red corner. Vestido de blanco con letras negras. He steps in wearing white with black lettering. He weighed in at an identical 135 pounds de tabla báscula, a un peso idéntico de 135 libras. En 8 combates a nivel profesional. Mantiene un récord de 6 victorias y 2 derrotas en 8 pro bouts. He has 6 victories against 2 losses. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Gustavo Lopez.
Obey mi comando. Obey my commands at all times. Protéjanse a todo tiempo. Protect yourselves at all times. Touching guante. Go back to
Gustavo Lopez, Steve Swanson, our main event. We are ready to go. Combate 10 in Mexico City. Beto Duran alongside Gilbert Melendez and Campbell McLaren.
You forgot my name?
No, I'm gonna make
invented the sport.
You're fucking right, you did. Campbell McLaren, Combate America, send him the tweets. This is our main event. You can see the mat has some blood on the white, just like you wanted, Campbell.
Yeah, it's there.
Gustavo Lopez, 6-2 is his record. Now living in Las Vegas, born in Yakima, Washington. An extensive wrestling background. Wrestled as a high school athlete, one of the best in the state of Washington. Meanwhile, his opponent, Steve Swanson, the older brother of Cub Swanson, started in the sport 7 years ago in his late 20s because he said he needed something to save his life because he was in and out of trouble, and it's done that for him. Immediately, Lopez goes after him. Lopez in the white shorts.
Yeah, Gustavo Lopez slipped a punch, ducked under, got into a body lock. Did not get the takedown. Swanson coming with some leather.
Lopez, the last time he was in La Jaula was in Turning Stone last year. He lost the decision and felt like that was a fight that he could have won the belt. Has told Campbell, I want that belt. His opponent came in overweight.
Hard to say he lost that fight. It might have been different had the opponent made weight. You can't say that.
He was poked in the eye. Referee never saw it. He said he needs to make 2017 his year in Combate. A few months ago, Steve Swanson was working construction, knocking down walls in the Coachella Valley. Good kick by little Steve Swanson.
Swanson doing a great job of throwing punches, but at the same time being aware of the takedown. Staying low, keeping his forehead down when these exchanges happen. Being ready for Gustavo's takedown. But Gustavo is controlling the distance really well, playing the in and out, looking to punch and mix it up. Oh, rock Swanson!
There it is.
Has the power in his hands as well, showing it.
Right hand from Swanson. They're just
Swanson
trading
not
him right now.
down.
No, this is the kind of fight they expected right there in the middle of North America. On the Combate Americas. Oh, a nice uppercut by Swanson. A smirk from Lopez. He's a very confident fighter.
He's a cocky guy, but it looks like he's backing it up in this fight.
Swanson got hit hard, looked like he recovered, but he's swinging for the fences
And he gets tagged.
Tagged again.
Oh,
Gustavo.
he got rocked hard. Did little Steve Swanson. Gustavo Lopez has that wrestling background, but this dude can swing it.
Got to the front headlock, snaps him down, maybe looking for a guillotine here. Under the neck, yes he is, sitting into it. Has it, no arm guillotine here, has it in pretty deep. Oh, and he tapped.
He tapped,
Holy
a
shit.
first round tap. Gustavo Lopez has won in Mexico City. La Jaula was calling, Lopez answered, and look at him climbing up. Oh, he is feeling good about himself. El muchacho de Las Vegas.
Impressive performance by Gustavo.
Gustavo Lopez was fired up to be in Mexico City, came down here January 3rd to get adjusted to the altitude, and this is for his family from San Juan de Abajo, Nayarit. Let's go to Lupe Contreras. He's ready to go.
Damas y caballeros, la esquina azul se somete con un tiempo oficial de 2 minutos 34 segundos del primer episodio. Ladies and gentlemen, the blue corner submits with an official time of 2 minutes 34 seconds of the opening round. Your winner by way of guillotine choke, el vencedor por estrangulación de guillotina, Gustavo Lopez.
Gustavo Lopez could have easily submitted his way into a bantamweight title shot with the victory tonight.
Such an impressive performance.
Excuse me,
Again, I
Tom,
thought he was going to look for the
Love you
takedown a little
guys.
bit more, but prove his hands are dangerous.
The main event right there, Gustavo Lopez in the white. He submitted Steve Swanson in the first of the choke, right?
Yes, it was a guillotine choke here, but was so impressive that he was able to drop Swanson himself with the striking.
That was a strong kick from Swanson, who a few months ago was working construction, thought he was done, thought he had retired, And there you see him jumping out to Gustavo Lopez with roots in Nayarit, fighting in Mexico, his parents' motherland. And a lot of these fighters from the United States, born there, Mexican Americans, taking a lot of pride to come down to Mexico and compete. I know I take a lot of pride being down here in the motherland, as did you, Gilbert. And there you see the tap from Steve Swanson, his mother actually Mexican.